What is up, everybody? Welcome to the casting table from Apocaflix Movies. If you have never watched this show, it is a very fun show where we take a character, whether it's a comic book character, superhero, supervillain, a Star Wars character, a Star Trek character,
James Bond, whatever.
James Bond, anything in fandom and geekdom, even, like we said, historical figures. We got to start doing those. Yes.
Who we're going to cast as the next Abraham Lincoln?
Yes. No. I'm telling you, I want a legit theatrical George Washington movie. Let's do it.
I'm skipping that one.
That's our next one. Brian, you're going to be on it. But anyways.
Denzel.
Yes, today we are doing Batgirl. The Barbara Gordon Batgirl, Brian. That's who we're doing, but that still doesn't limit you. Brian was so against doing Barbara Gordon. He must hate her.
No, I wasn't against doing.
You hate Batgirl.
I'm not a Batgirl person.
I was actually surprised to hear that.
You hate female superheroes.
Well, all right.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
I'm just
be
kidding.
Careful.
No.
Just kidding.
But I was surprised to hear that you weren't too excited to do this one.
Not a Batgirl fan?
No,
Or just Barbara Gordon?
I honestly, to be honest, if I had to pick between, if I was doing this, I would rather cast Oracle which is the same person, but like, I would be more excited.
Oh, you'd rather see it.
I know what you mean.
Say Oracle than
Batgirl.
Okay. Yeah, personally, but
maybe.
I mean, it is the same character. So
they kind of did it on Arrow. They clearly did. I mean, that was an obvious.
Yeah. They made Felicity.
Yeah,
Oracle-ish.
And she even gets shot and is in a wheelchair.
Right. So I saw that, I kind of rolled my eyes.
Exactly. But anyways, before we get started, I am Jacob Bartley. That is Brian Avolicino right there on the bottom left, and Mr. Keith Barnes on the top right. Keith Barnes is actually like sitting on top of Brian. This is crazy. If you guys saw the camera, that's how it looks. But yes, we are going to get started here on Batgirl. If you guys didn't know,
is it still doing it?
No, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's set up. You'll see it when that episode.
I thought you meant he like magically just is on top of me.
Yeah, that's why I looked down.
So yeah, I know. It's like
Brady Bunch.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like you're looking down at Brian. Oh man, that's hilarious. Yes. So Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. So basically, how this works, we choose two choices. We have our number one choice, our number two choice.
Yes.
We say our number one choice first, so no one takes our number one.
Hopefully,
it happens.
Yeah. Oh, it still happens. And I don't know why we always get mad when someone takes ours, and I really hope nobody takes my number one for this one.
I have been trying to think who his number one is, and then like just so I could like spitefully pick it. And I think I got it, but I'm not going to do that.
I can almost guarantee both of mine are taken.
Probably.
If Jake was here, one of them would absolutely be.
I always think that people are going to take mine, and surprisingly, they don't most of the times. I always think that. So you never know because there's so many to choose from.
We need to stop looking at each other like this and start looking at each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's so weird because just like Keith's shoulders are sitting on top of Brian. It's like he's floating on a cloud. But yes, and we're just gonna go around in a circle and choose that. So yeah, let's get started. And we are doing Barbara Gordon, but she doesn't necessarily have to be the one who's going to be in the Robert Pattinson Batman movie franchise. It can be any version of live action Batgirl in the films. It can be a Batgirl solo film. It can be a Batgirl in the DCEU. It can be a Batgirl in Joker 2 for all we know.
Yeah.
So
maybe
let's
even
go
a TV
ahead.
series.
Even. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I will take the risk, and I'm going to let Keith go first and say his number one. I'm not going to be selfish and go first. So let's go, Keith. Who is your number one choice to play Barbara Gordon?
My number one is the lovely and talented Naomi Scott from Aladdin.
That is an absolute great choice.
Okay, so that's not his choice.
It wasn't. Okay, it should have been.
Scratch that one off the list.
It should have been.
Yeah.
You mean
I think she's
Naomi Scott from Power Rangers? Come on,
Power Rangers as well. Absolutely.
Oh my god!
And what's the last one?
Aladdin.
Charlie's Angels.
Yes.
Aladdin. Yeah.
Yeah. She's on the rise, man. She's
absolutely.
This would be. I'd love to see her in this role as Barbara Gordon. She has a pretty good American accent. I don't say very good, but it's pretty good. She's British, in case y'all didn't know. She's British. She's 26. Very, very, very talented as well. She does great. We know obviously she can do action. Seen her in Charlie's Angels and even a little bit of Aladdin. There's some. She's got some good action sequences for her in there as well. So
And if Barbara Gordon needs to sing, she can sing
and if she
too.
needs to sing, exactly to sing.
Yeah, that's what I was
She was
thinking.
gonna say she can get on the soundtrack.
Singing Batgirl.
Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, Naomi Scott. That's my number one choice.
Man, I already knew my number one as soon as we decided to do this, but I didn't even really like look around for a lot for my number 2 choice. She is perfect choice, especially I think she fits well in the Robert Pattinson.
I do too.
Because
Yeah.
the thing is, a lot of the actresses we're going to consider are older than Robert Pattinson or the same age. She's a little bit younger, and you want to do traditionally Barbara Gordon's a little bit younger than Bruce Wayne, if not a lot younger.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is a great choice. I can see it in my head already.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Brian.
You're gonna
take
double
the risk
down?
again. Yep.
Okay, for the record, Keith, this is who I think he's gonna pick. Just so you know.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
I don't think he knows it, but we'll see. We'll see.
I am going to pick Kristen Stewart as Barbara Gordon.
Whoa, that is not my choice. But
No, I didn't. No, I knew it wasn't gonna be yours.
But is she gonna be in Robert Pattinson's Batman?
Oh crap! I didn't think about that.
That's why I was about to say.
Hey, but no, that's your choice. Let's do it. That would be.
I mean, that would be
Hey,
pretty funny.
I
think
wish they
they're,
would do that. That would be the
Yeah.
funniest thing ever.
See, when I chose my choices, I wasn't thinking about the
No, you're
Robert
just thinking
Pattinson
of
universe.
her-
Yeah.
Just let's think of it as a solo movie in a way.
Yeah,
You know?
I that literally factored into my picks 0. I just picked someone who I could see like I kind of pictured Oracle, like that whole like Killing Joke thing, like who I could see like going from Batgirl to Oracle, and she was the one that kept coming into my mind. I could see her like being that like angsty-ish, like pissed off that this happened to her a little bit, and in the wheelchair type thing, while still being like a fascinatingly good character. So yeah, that was mine.
Well, it's funny because I would just love to see that, because it would be so funny, because she's actually a good actress.
Yeah.
She's not terrible. Don't think of her from the Twilight movies or even from Snow White and the Huntsman.
She's gotten so much
She's
better.
been doing a lot of smaller stuff.
I wanted to see that.
Smaller stuff recently, and she's a good actress. So it'd be funny because everyone would talk about Twilight if they cast her in
100%.
In the Batman movie.
Yeah.
In the Batman 2 or whatever. But
What was that movie that
it almost shouldn't even. They should just be looked at as two great actors individually, but they would never do that. She maybe would play Batgirl in another iteration, but not in the same movie as Robert Pattinson.
If it was like a what's the just came out, not Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn situation where it's
where Batgirl's
Joker
in
were
that
like
movie.
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
separate.
I was thinking if you did Killing Joke
Separate
and you had
universe,
her
or-
in Joker 2, that would
right.
Yeah.
That's where I could see. I see yours fitting into with Robert Pattinson, and I see Brian's fitting in with Joker.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
works. So that was mine. Yeah. Also, like, she's gotten so much better at acting from when she was doing the same stuff she did in Twilight over and over and over again. In fact, I never got to see that Seberg movie that she did that I really wanted to see, that came out in December. I think it was an Amazon movie. I don't know. Don't ask me. But yeah, I think she'd be pretty
She's
solid
good.
choice.
I might be mistaken. I think she played Joan Jett in this movie about
she
the
did.
runaway. Did she? Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely. Again, that's another one of those roles where she's. It's that
perfect
Kristen
for
Stewart
her.
face where she kind of so
Exactly. So, all right,
like her too,
Jacob,
though.
who is your number one that you'd be so
I'm glad
mad?
you guys didn't take mine. So ever since I saw her in a certain movie, I said that's who I want to play Batgirl, and so my Batgirl though would be in the DCEU. She would be fighting with, I guess, with Wonder Woman or with some of those characters in the DCU. That's where I envision her, this actress, playing in. And my choice to play Batgirl is Lily James. If you guys know who Lily James
Cinderella.
is, she was Cinderella in the Disney live action remake.
Baby Driver.
She was in Baby Driver, incredible in Baby Driver.
I love her.
But the movie I was a big fan of her from those two films. The movie that made me go, she can do action and she would be great as Batgirl is Pride,
Mama Mia
Prejudice,
2.
and Zombies.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Mamma Mia too.
I haven't seen that.
I know. I was just
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Not only is that a fun movie, and you guys love Zombieland, so not that it's the same thing. But you guys, if you love Zombieland, I think you would. Have you seen Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies? No. Keith, I think you would love that.
Oh, it looked interesting.
I'm adding that to the challenge cycle. But
yeah.
I think she's a great actress. She's kind of underrated. She has something else coming out soon too. I forgot what it was, but I think she definitely needs to be. Oh no, she was in that movie where the guy wakes up and the Beatles never existed. Remember that movie?
Yesterday.
She was the love interest in that movie.
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
And not only is she like one of the most gorgeous women on the planet, she is a very good actress.
And she's British.
Very underrated. And I think she's one of those actors. She's 30 years old, so great age for this. Maybe not too old, but just almost the same age as Robert Pattinson, you know? So they would look very similar in age. And doesn't matter. I guess you could do that. But yes, Lily James would be my number one choice as Barbara Gordon.
She does a great Southern American accent as well in Baby Driver.
Oh, yes.
She's really good. Like I said, she's British.
Honestly, I didn't know she was British.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
She's really great.
That's crazy. And she was great in Cinderella, which she's one of the reasons why that movie's so awesome.
Yeah. That's really good. That's a good choice. Yeah, I like Lily James.
All right, Keith, number 2 choice?
My number 2 might be kind of obvious. But she does a lot of stuff. She's been in a bunch of stuff. She's in the Marvel Universe already, so I don't know if it'll happen. But it's Tessa Thompson.
Oh, nice.
Barbara Gordon.
Yeah. I also, if they do Jeffrey Wright as her dad, that would make sense.
That would probably fit
for that movie. Yeah, for the Batman.
Right. So
and I guess if they did Naomi Scott, they could say she's adopted or something.
Well, Naomi Scott's she's brown color, brown skin, so she could
very light skin.
Maybe, yeah. Tessa Thompson's mixed as well, so
that works
probably. But that would be my other choice. Clearly, she can do action, So. Her
she might kick too much ass.
Exactly. She might have too tough.
I would love that. I mean, I would be over the moon about that because she's one of my favorite working right now. Yeah. But I would love to see her and Zoe Kravitz on screen together as
that'd be cool, right?
That would be good opposites.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that'd be a good choice too.
I'm mad at that. That's pretty dope.
That's a good choice. I like that one.
The thing is, like, she's like perfect for everything.
Yeah.
As long as it's the right age.
That's why I said it might be too obvious
because
she can do anything.
If Lucasfilm, would pull things together and realize they have great material in a Ray Sloan character, that's who I want to play Ray Sloan in the future. I probably just ruined my casting table choice for the future.
Yeah, you
so I'm going to
definitely
have to choose
did.
a new one. But Brian, who's your number choice for Barbara Gordon Batgirl?
My number 2 choice for this is going to be Daisy Ridley.
Whoa. I did not expect that, but I wouldn't hate it.
Right?
I wouldn't hate it.
Again, the way I thought of it, I went from being Batgirl to fighting to killing Joe and then Oracle. That's literally just how I know Batgirl, and that's my thought process of it. Whereas Kristen Stewart, I could see being like an awesome Oracle. I could see Daisy Ridley being an awesome Batgirl too, before maybe turning into Oracle. So yeah, just a nice little random mix. Although your last one was good. I like that one actually a lot.
I've never heard her do an American accent. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason why.
Wasn't she American in Murder on the Orient Express?
Was she?
I don't remember.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I've seen it.
Right. Maybe.
I don't think she was.
I don't think so either.
I don't remember. Because you see a lot, like most actors working today are British and they're doing American accents, and
they're better than us.
Maybe that's why she's not working as much, because she can't do an American accent, because they're always casting American roles.
Yeah, you work on it. Another Star Wars lady, Felicity Jones, she struggled with the American accent for a while, and she does one in this movie I just saw. Yes.
Is it good?
I think so. might be correct.
But whatever you saw her in, was she was better at it?
Yeah.
Is that what's called Aeronauts?
Yes, but I can't remember.
Well, she had to have had an American accent in The Theory of Everything.
Yes.
Obviously, which she was nominated for an Academy Award for.
Yeah, exactly. So it's something she worked on. But
I should have chose Felicity Jones as my second choice. To be honest,
Well, you can't because you didn't pick her.
She would be great. Hey, my choice is Felicity Jones. No, well, real quick, but I think Felicity Jones would be great. Look at her action in Rogue One, and age-wise, it could work. Yeah,
it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, Daisy Ridley. I would be for that if they announced that, and everyone's gonna go crazy over that against it. Probably, I would be for it. To be honest,
can she be an action star?
We don't know.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
she is an action star.
Yeah, she is. I mean,
she's technically because.
Although now that I said it, I was kidding. But you might be kind of right though. I mean, can she be like a
legit hand-on-hand combat fighting action star?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stunt double anyway, so
true.
Does it really matter?
True. Good points.
But
they're doing more.
There's physicality involved. Yeah.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Probably not going to be flying across on a motorcycle or something.
I wonder if that's something she might want to get away from. I'm curious about her, just the way what her career is going to be going forward.
Me too. I want her. Maybe she just not steps away, but doesn't do anything big in the spotlight for a while.
Yeah.
I want her, because we don't really know her acting ability
outside of.
We don't. I mean, she had a big role in Murder on the Orient Express.
All right.
And I haven't seen her in anything else. She's supposed to have that movie with Tom Holland come out, but that movie's
probably not.
is considered a disaster.
Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Production hell. So we don't know. And I want to see her do small indie films and build up her resume that way. Kind of like how Kristen Stewart did after
and Pattinson as well. Yeah, both of them.
After the Twilight movies, which big movie.
All these people, you get known for this one, Harry Potter.
Exactly,
Daniel Radcliffe.
She's gonna have to do something like that and kind of, because
to get away from
it sucks. Like Adam Driver, right? He's killing it. He's not being typecasted at all.
Not at all. Exactly.
But part of it is he's a tremendous actor.
He is. He's a special.
He definitely is.
He's a special talent. Yeah,
he absolutely
is. He's a generational
and
guy.
I don't think Oscar Isaacs is going to be typecasted as well. He was already doing a lot of stuff.
He was doing so much stuff.
He's also a great, amazing actor.
Yeah.
Right? But I do think John Boyega and Daisy Ridley are going to have a tough time.
So do I.
As far as their careers going forward. I think they'll be typecasted, which sucks.
It seems like we might see more of Boyega than we'll see of Daisy Ridley.
I think so.
But yeah, I just think.
And I love Daisy Ridley, so I want her to.
I'd love to see. That's what I'm saying. I'd love to see her do some different stuff.
Maybe do some British TV or something. Just keep working.
There you go.
Just keep working. That would be awesome. All right. Well, my number 2 choice, because in my head, even though like we talked about, we don't need them to be able to do action necessarily because they're stunt doubles. I was thinking of action, and my second backup choice to Lily James is Rebecca Ferguson. I just think she would look very good in the bat suit, and also just to be able to pull off those action scenes. And Batman characters, whether it's Batman, Batwoman, Batgirl, they're kind of almost spies in a way, because they're detectives. They're detective spies, because they are, whether they're their human self, they're always sneaking around, stealthy stuff. And as the Bat superhero, they're stealthy as well. So I could we've seen her on motorcycles and stuff in the Mission Impossible franchise. So I really like Rebecca Ferguson. I never saw a Dr. Sleep. I still need to see that.
I need to see it too.
Yeah, because you recently watched The Shining, right?
Yeah. I need to see that bad.
Yeah. I could have sworn you did see that.
No,
I remember you really wanted to.
I never watched it. I wanted to, but I never did. And Ewan McGregor's in it. Like, what am I doing? But I don't know what her role was in that. She looked like she was a bad guy. She was like the main villain.
Yeah.
Because that's what I could tell from the trailers. But everything I've seen her in, I've liked her in. So I just think I could totally see her on a motorcycle in the bat suit. I could totally.
She was good in
Mission
Impossible.
Mission Impossible, yeah. That one, that space one with Ryan Reynolds
as well.
She's British, yeah.
Life, was she on
Life? Yeah, she's in that. Yeah.
How many of our choices are British? So Naomi Scott, Lily James, Rebecca Ferguson, Daisy Ridley. Who's your second choice?
Tessa Thompson.
Oh, so Tessa Thompson
she's
and
American,
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart are American. So 4 out of 6 are British. Well, so we have about maybe 8 or 10 minutes left. What do you guys see, considering your number one choice, right? What do you see a Batgirl taking on as far as a role in the movies? Like, Keith, how do you see Batgirl fitting in the movie universe? Do you think one of the connected franchises already, or a solo film?
That's the thing was trying to kind of figure out before we were starting, because it's tough to.
There's a lot of options.
Well, that's what, and you're right,
which is weird because if it's Marvel, no, you're in the MCU.
Yeah.
With DC, and I don't mind that. It's kind of cool they can do these multiple universes at the same time.
I initially would have thought this would be a good TV character, but we've already got Batwoman. What's her name?
Oh, you should know.
Not the actor.
What's her name?
Katie Kane.
Katie Kane.
Okay,
yeah.
Are you talking about the actress?
No, the Batwoman.
Okay.
Batwoman
Character, yeah.
So we're not going to get Batgirl on TV. I doubt it.
Probably not. Not on TV.
Yeah. We know if you look back to the Schumacher films, but Alicia Silverstone played her in roles. Although she was Alfred's niece. And she wasn't Barbara Gordon.
That's true.
But she was Alfred's niece.
I actually don't mind that movie.
I don't either. That was like my first introduction.
Those movies.
I liked her. I actually liked her.
Those movies are guilty pleasures.
Absolutely.
To be honest, they really are. I recognize them as bad, but I just don't.
I'm curious. I thought she was really cool in the Lego Batman.
That was Rosario Dawson was
who also
the voice
would
of that
probably
one.
be a pretty good Batman.
She wouldn't be a horrible choice.
Yeah. But so I don't know. I don't know because it depends on, like we were talking about, will they fit this into the Pattinson version? Will it be in the DCEU? If that's even the same thing, or if it's a different thing, we don't know where they're going with these films, so it's hard to say. But,
where would you want to see the character show up?
I would like to see a situation where, well, if I was doing it, it could. It's revisionist history, but I mean, going back to if they had done all this correctly, she could have taken over for Ben Affleck's Batman. They could have found a way to introduce her that way.
You introduce her in one of those movies, and then that is the Batman.
She's the Bat person
going forward.
Yeah, right.
That's a great idea.
So they weren't thinking that far ahead. They weren't thinking all the way through. So.
I could totally see Lily James in doing that.
That'd be cool. Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Brian, so if you could choose, you were writing the movie, where would you put Batgirl? Any option you had?
I would probably go with the Joker type era.
So would you put her in a Batman movie that has the Joker in it, or would you put her in the Joaquin Phoenix Joker too?
I don't know if I would see. This doesn't count though, because I was gonna say I don't know if I would want, if I was to put her, I would say like have her just like maybe like have already been kind of like established that she was Batgirl, and then a la a Killing Joke turning. I could see like if we're going dark like that type, like or maybe even just she was Commissioner Gordon's daughter and he
Joaquin Phoenix is the one that shoots her.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix is the one that shoots her and she turns into Oracle, but that's a whole different character. So I don't know.
But in that case, she'd probably be she'd be older than Bruce Wayne.
That's true.
Which would be an interesting take.
It would be an interesting take. That is true. I don't know. I really don't see her in the DCEU. That's why I had a hard time casting her. So yeah, I guess maybe like a Joker-ish type thing.
I think,
like you said, it would be hard to do a TV, especially when they just have this one. So it's in a weird spot right now. So
yeah, I think if they were going to do the character, I think she's showing up in the Robert Pattinson movies. Not that that's what I want, but I think that's where she would show up. Not in the first one, maybe even in the third one or something like that, when he's 40 and he's been doing it for a while.
Or maybe another, who knows what will happen with the Suicide Squad, but maybe...
I wouldn't mind something like that. And
that's not a bad idea.
And because then we take her, incorporate her, if they, depending on what they do with Harley Quinn, because she's going to be in that. Maybe a proper Birds of Prey with Batgirl.
That's not bad. I actually like that.
Involved in that.
That's a great idea because I was gonna say my choice is have her in the DCEU somehow, and if you put her in, I mean, we assume the Suicide Squad's in the DCEU because Harley Quinn's in it, and I'm pretty sure it is. And so I would love to see her, whether Harley Quinn's in it or not, in a Birds of Prey movie or in a Harley Quinn movie.
Another one.
Because Birds of Prey is a Harley Quinn movie. Yeah. It's basically Harley Quinn. The first Harley Quinn film is. That's what it is.
Right. I mean, now it's titled Harley Quinn.
So if they did a Harley Quinn 2, quotations, I could totally see a character... Because you're probably not going to put Batman in the movie, right? Yeah. So I could totally see Batgirl.
Right. That'd be perfect. Yeah.
You might be on to something.
That's a great choice. And whether it's... I could totally see whether it's she's younger than Harley Quinn and she's trying to capture Harley Quinn and Harley Quinn keeps outsmarting her or something like a Naomi Scott, or her, Lily James going toe to toe with Harley Quinn, something like that. Or they would probably end up working together is what it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would just have to avoid the Cassandra Cain storyline since she's a Batgirl. But
not necessarily. They can still be. Because she's a kid, so she can grow up to be the new Batgirl.
That's true. So stop Harley Quinn.
Yeah, something like that. All right, well, that was fun. That was our discussion on Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. I chose Lily James as my number one choice. Keith chose Naomi Scott, and Brian chose Kristen Stewart as his number one choice. Who would you guys cast as Barbara Gordon in your Batgirl movie or as a side character in another film? And where do you want to see her? You want to see her in the Batman? You want to see her in the Joker? Do you want to see her in the DCU or in a totally different timeline like that was what they'll probably do in her own solo film?
Yeah, you guys voted, so you tell us who you wanted.
Let us know in the comment section. Please leave a comment, and we will go ahead and probably read it on the next Apocaflix now if you do leave a comment on this video. Again, I'm Jacob Bartley. We got Keith Barnes over there sitting near the roof. We have Brian Avolicino sitting on a stool near the floor. Thank you all for watching. We will see you all next time.